Well, for you athletes out there or parents, if you have children on sports teams of some sort, guaranteed you are worried about sudden injury. But have you ever considered overuse injuries? They are the kind that occur over time, and these are often very difficult to heal. So here this morning, we are talking about a new invention that can help treat the overuse injury treatments. It is called the StarWrap. Tate Yoder is here with us, along with Adrian Gonzalez. They're both from Elevate Performance Health and Wellness. Guys, thanks for coming in. So, you know, we were talking, half joking this morning earlier with Matt that, you know, Matt is very active. He's kind of got something that's developed here. Let's talk a little bit about overuse injuries, because my first question was, well, Matt, did you do something to trigger it? And he says, no, it develops.
Right.
So that's an overuse injury, is that right?
Right. It's something that happens over time. It slowly builds up, and it's not necessarily a specific acute. Acute injury is something when you injure yourself, you feel it happen, but
Right.
a lot of times overuse injuries, they are repetitive and they build up. So it's something you can prevent. Injuries are preventable, and if we catch it early enough, that's how we kind of help the tissue respond, help it get back to a healthier state and get rid of that inflammation or whatever.
Okay, and is that really what's causing that overuse injury is inflammation? I mean, it could just be from overusing the muscle or not using your muscles properly.
Correct. We see a lot of lack of variability in people's training routines. Their programs, so they just do the same things. They just run, they just play tennis, or even regular folks who are just at a keyboard.
Sure.
They're typing and just creating high volumes of stress, and over time that stress starts to lead to inflammation. The inflammation leads to injuries.
Gotcha. So the StarWrap, this is kind of a revolutionary new way that you can treat this. Let's talk a little bit about how it works and how it treats the injuries.
Yeah, so the idea is the two most important factors with treating tension is consistency and force.
Okay.
So this applies a consistent force precisely. So that's one of the distinctions of the product. It targets an area. That's when we're getting into the muscle fibers, adhesions, trigger points. It pinpoints that muscle specifically, and it's something you can wear. So it doesn't add anything more to your routine. You just put it on, you move around. It's providing blood flow and stimulus directly to the area, and that gets the muscle to relax.
Okay. Now, are there more areas that are more prone to these kind of injuries that you see a lot of? Do you treat a lot of legs, a lot of?
Certainly. This time of year, Chad, we're seeing a lot of elbow injuries.
Really?
People are getting out. They're starting to play golf again. The weather's better for the most part. And playing tennis now. The IT band's a real popular one because people get out and they start running all of a sudden, and they haven't maybe necessarily been preparing their body for running.
Gotcha.
So
now, is this something that you wear while you're training, or is this something that after you're done running, after your round of golf, you put it on, or is this something that you wear during the activity?
We usually recommend during the warm-up phase because it's
warm-up?
it's intense. It's challenging the tissue. So usually not running or playing any sport. It's going to be a little too much of a stimulus.
Gotcha.
So just the warm-up.
Just during the warm-up.
Yeah.
So now folks can come over to Elevate if they've got an injury. Let's say Matt wants to come over. Do we just go in and we say, hey, I've got this injury that's just, or this thing that's been bugging me for a while. Can we come over and you guys do you start a treatment therapy? How does that work?
yeah, we do a complete assessment. First and foremost, we're taking a look at the way people squat, the way people lunge. We're assessing shoulder mobility, flexibility. So we kind of establish a criteria and a jump-off point for each individual. So maybe Matt would come in, we take a look at the way he squatted, the way he lunged. We try and see if we could try and figure out why he's in pain, what kind of problems we have. And that's where somebody like Tate would come in, introducing something like the StarWrap. We work together on developing strategies once that tissue is healthy to get people moving the way they should be moving.
Gotcha. So it really is a comprehensive treatment that you offer there. Not only are you treating it, but you're assessing what's going on so we can prevent it.
We're trying to find the pattern.
Gotcha.
So individual patterns, everyone's a little differently. The hamstrings might be tight, and different parts of the body are contributing to that syndrome or whatever the pain is. So we're trying to figure out what that pattern looks like and help resolve it.
That's great. Well, folks, if you have an overuse injury, you want more information on the StarWrap, head over to CASA.com, click on the CASA blog. Gentlemen, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it.
Chad,
And I believe you guys are going to be sticking around. Of course, if you want to head over to Elevate, they are at 3901 Singer Boulevard. Call them at 505-341-3411 or elevatepHW.com. All right, time now is